What happens when a star walks into a studio and completely rewrites the rules without warning? What if everything you thought you knew about fame, charm, and talent suddenly feels too small? And what if one single night on Spanish television was enough to silence critics, shock the press, and make an entire country fall in love at once? Stay with us, because what happened last night was not just another celebrity appearance. It was a cultural moment, a takeover, a statement. Welcome back to Magazine News and Gossip, the place where stories are not just told, they are revealed. Today, we are not here to share a simple headline. Today, we are here to break down a real conquest. If you believed you already knew everything about the Turkish phenomenon who has been redefining international stardom, prepare yourself. Because what unfolded on Spanish television was something no one saw coming. Yaman did not simply visit Spain. He did not just land in Madrid. He did not walk into El Hormiguero as another foreign guest. Yaman entered that studio and captured an entire nation. And no, it was not only because of his striking looks or that powerful physical presence everyone talks about. It was something deeper, something unexpected, something that left journalists speechless and fans in absolute shock. Tonight, we are analyzing every second of the night when El Turco proved that he is far more than a soap opera heartthrob. We will talk about his Spanish, a level so flawless it embarrassed native speakers. We will uncover the discipline behind his success. And yes, brace yourself, because we will also reveal the most personal, hilarious, and surreal childhood confession that no one expected. Can you imagine Yaman's own father telling him he was ugly? Do not imagine it, because it really happened. And the story is unforgettable. So sit back, turn up the volume, and get ready to discover the real face of success. The moment the studio lights turned on and Pablo Motos, one of the most direct and demanding hosts on Spanish television, welcomed him, something extraordinary happened. Everyone expected the usual scenario. A foreign actor wearing an earpiece. Pauses. Short, rehearsed answers. Safe phrases. But Yaman destroyed that script in the very first second. No translator. No hesitation. No safety net. He started speaking Spanish. And not just basic Spanish. Not polite greetings. Not memorized lines. We are talking about complex sentences. Perfect verb tenses. Natural rhythm. Even jokes using everyday slang. Pablo Motos' face said everything. Pure disbelief. The same disbelief felt by millions watching from home. In that exact moment, social media exploded. Twitter filled with shocked reactions. Comments flew in faster than anyone could read them. How is this possible? When did he learn Spanish like this? Is this even real? A Turkish actor, with one of the busiest schedules in the industry, speaking Spanish at this level? The answer is simple. Discipline. Yaman did not hide anything. He revealed the truth behind what looked like magic. With complete humility, he explained that conquering the Spanish market was his goal, but not as a visitor, not as a guest, as one of them. For an entire year, while filming other projects in Italy, he dedicated 4 hours every single day to studying Spanish with a private teacher. 4 hours. Every day. While others rested between takes, he studied. While others relaxed in their trailers, he practiced pronunciation. While others slept, he revised vocabulary. He studied during breaks, at the hotel, before going to bed. Why? Because, as he said, if he was going to work in Spain or for Spanish-speaking audiences, he owed them that respect. That sentence alone changed the energy of the studio. This was not just talent. This was professionalism. The applause was thunderous. And deserved. Because Yaman is not just a beautiful face. He is an unstoppable worker. But the night was far from over. Yaman was there with a mission: to present El Turco, the series already available on Movistar++, a project that promises to change everything. When he spoke about El Turco, his eyes changed. This was not just another role. Forget light romantic comedies for a moment. In El Turco, Yaman plays Hassan Balaban, an Ottoman intelligence officer, a janissary who escapes after the Second Siege of Vienna and finds refuge in Mona, a small Italian town. This story blends real history with legend. His character frees the town from feudal oppression and becomes a hero. This is a darker, more physical, more intense Yaman. Then came one of the most revealing moments of the interview. Pablo Motos asked him a simple but clever question. What was harder? Action scenes with swords and horses? Or romantic scenes? Yaman's answer surprised everyone. He explained that in romantic comedies like Daydreamer, almost 80% of the scenes were improvised. Yes, improvised. He revealed that he and Demet Özdemir often arrived on set and created the magic in the moment, guided by chemistry and emotion. For him, love and flirting were natural, instinctive. But El Turco was different. It demanded intense physical preparation, combat choreography, horse riding at a professional level, and filming entirely in English. A completely different challenge. That comparison reminded everyone why his romantic roles felt so real. Because they were real. And just when it felt like the interview could not get any better, the moment arrived that now dominates headlines. The moment that revealed Yaman the human being. Pablo Motos, praising his sculpted physique, asked him if he had always been this handsome. Most stars would give a boring, modest answer. Yaman burst out laughing and took us straight into his childhood. He openly admitted that as a child, he was nothing like the man we see today. He said, without hesitation, that he was ugly. But the real shock was his father's reaction. Instead of comforting him, his father, Yaman, was brutally honest. Yaman reenacted the moment, laughing uncontrollably. My son, you are so ugly that my only hope is that you change when you grow up. I pray that you improve. The studio exploded with laughter. A father praying for his son to stop being ugly. Yaman explained that puberty and genetics eventually answered those prayers. The transformation was radical. But what made this story unforgettable was not the joke. It was the honesty. He showed a man who does not take himself too seriously, who can laugh at his past, who values truth over vanity. In that moment, he stopped being an untouchable star. He became relatable. The boy who survived jokes grew stronger and exceeded every expectation. The night at El Hormiguero was perfect marketing, yes. But it was also pure charisma. Yaman made one thing clear. Spain is not just another stop on his journey. It is a land he has chosen to conquer with the strongest weapons of all. Hard work, respect, authenticity. From his flawless Spanish to his family stories, he gave audiences countless reasons to follow El Turco and everything that comes next. And if you made it this far, you already know what to do. Subscribe to magazine news and gossip. Turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Like the video. Leave your comment. Because the story of Yaman is far from over. And we will be here to tell every chapter.